Hello everybody, DT here, and today I would like to talk about an idea that I came up with last night after watching a video called Overcomer, which is basically just an animation. The name will be right down in this video somewhere. I'm not really prepared right now. In the last video I talked about life and how much life can be a bit of a jerk and how life can be so much fun. Anyways, today I want to talk about depression. Like I said, the video that I watched last night called Overcomer is an animation about a girl who was severely depressed and she felt unwanted, unloved, all that sad stuff. And that is when she saw this little girl and some of her thoughts went to her, turning her negative, and then she decided in the end to say that you actually matter, and that's when she's like, this is gonna be a good day. But depression isn't fun. Depression is a very negative feeling that if somebody tells you and you're depressed, and somebody tells you, just get out of it, man, just, grow out of it, and if you cut yourself or self-harm in any way and people are just like, it doesn't help, why do you do this? It's stupid. You're doing a very stupid thing. Just grow out of it, man. You just gotta get out of depression. It's not that easy. Okay? We've all been through depression once in our lives. That's something that I'd like to believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's something that I'd like to believe, that everybody's been in some form of depression. Now, cutting yourself or self-harming in any way, true, it does not help to the people who don't self-harm and to the people that aren't depressed. You guys don't see what goes on when somebody cuts themselves or is very depressed. When they're very depressed and they self-harm, to them, self-harming does help. It helps us, okay, take me for example. When I cut myself, it's true, it didn't help me at all. It didn't make any of my problems go away, but it helped me forget the pain that I was feeling, the negativity that I was feeling, with another kind of pain, physical pain. So it helped take away the mental pain and all that. So I don't know how else to describe self-harm of how it helps the people that are depressed or anything. I mean, it's true, it doesn't help, but it, in a way, it kind of does. Depression, everybody knows, it can lead to suicide. I'm one of those people. And I just want to say, think about your life and think about it hard. I've said it before in my previous life video. And depression, it does suck. It's not fun. If you see somebody depressed, or even your best friend depressed, don't just say, hey, you'll get out of it, man. Like, everything is gonna be okay. No. Like, even if you do say, everything is gonna be okay, that's not enough to help us with our depression. It's not. I've had many people tell me, it's gonna be okay. I've had so many examples told to me that life is what it is. And while I was in a relationship, I was boosted out of depression because the guy that I thought loved me said that he was going to leave me if I didn't cut this all out. And I feared that I was going to lose him, so that boosted me out of depression, and I felt a little bit happier. And it did take a little while to, get back into life, get back into joking around and everything. Like, it did. But, again, it's not enough to tell your best friend who's depressed, or your partner or anything like that, if they're depressed, sit down, listen to them why they're depressed. Try to get them to talk about it. You guys already know all this information. If you guys had health or something like that taught to you in class at school. Like, because they do give these kind of things out where they'll talk about depression, how to kind of help, and is like, if it's too much, like, talk to somebody about it. And I was in health when I was depressed and nobody saw it. Because there are just some people who are depressed, they can hide it very well. And I just happened to be one of those people. Because very few people will even notice or even give two crap about it. I'm not going to say the actual word because I don't know who's going to be watching. But just know that when you say everything is okay and get out of it, like, just stop with all this nonsense. It does not help. Saying everything is okay, we need a little bit more than that. We need reassurance. We just need something. Something really positive. Like, for some people, if they're depressed, try to figure out a way to help them, because every depressed person, how you help them isn't always going to be the same. Like, if they talk about it and it helps them, great. That's really, really great. But if they talk about it and they feel worse, that's not a good idea. So, try to help them by trying to figure out what will help them out of depression. Like, for some people, it might be trying to figure out who they are. Like, if you say, okay, well, let's go to something that you used to like. You know, you liked this when we were kids. And you try to bring some childhood memories back, it will possibly help. Like, those people who are depressed and they need that kind of reassurance, like, okay, I'm actually good at this. Maybe if I do this more often, it'll help me. And, again, it's not going to be the same for every depressed person. Helping them out in different ways is... Oh, gosh, I said that wrong. Oh, geez, how do I explain this? Just... I don't know how many times I've already repeated myself that everybody is different. Helping them in the way that they need help will help them, because everybody's not the same. Their depression ain't always the same. Depression is a serious issue. It is. And suicide, it's not easy. It's just... Dealing with somebody that killed themselves is not easy, I'm quite sure. I've never had that happen to me, so I wouldn't exactly know. I can't say I completely understand what you're going through, because I don't. If you have a friend or a sibling or someone you knew and were close to just did themselves in, I can't say I know how you're feeling, because that'd be a total lie on my part. But... Oh, I lost my train of thought. In our health class, we do poems on a certain subject that we pick. CJ, I don't know, CJ's my brother. He picked a subject, I don't exactly know what it was about. I think it was a depression subject, but I don't exactly remember how it all went down. What is it, Teeny Mia? Sorry, my cats. Kittens! Oh, yeah. But I know the subject I did was on depression. I think I got it from my brother. Got the idea from it. But my idea on the subject, the poem that I wrote, was basically about this best friend talking about her best friend committing suicide. and she couldn't exactly deal with it, so then she done herself in as well. And it's like, there's some friends that'll actually do that. Like, if you care about somebody so much, and then you just find out that they're dead all of a sudden one day, and they can't cope with that, they will do themselves in as well. And be like, I'm going to go with my best friend. I'm going to go down the same road. It's just the way some people are. Depression is kind of a touchy subject. Like so many other subjects, like saying, like deeper things and more inappropriate things, but they still happen, like rape or other crimes, like, well, I don't want to say sexual assault because I pretty much already said that. There's just a lot that's messed up with this world. And the world isn't going to be perfect. It never will be. As much as we believe if we work together, it'll turn out that way. And it's true. It's possible that maybe someday the world will be perfect and everybody will be fine. But that world is not today. It can start today. We can start making the world a better place today. No. It just takes one person at a time to create something to make it really special and watch it continue to grow. I'm speaking on Markiplier's terms right now, because I remember him saying how much he wanted us to make a difference in the world, how much he wanted us to start a change, just to make the world a better place. And who knows? Maybe one day it'll happen. Maybe one day everybody will be all hip, happy, diddly-daddly, positive, just like Jacksepticeye. That's all I gotta say for this. Is that everybody's different in needing of help to get rid of depression. The world will someday become a better place. Just like how Mark and Jack and so many other people who actually see good in this world want it to be. Hi, Peter. No. This is Angelina. No! I'm so sorry, Chica. Okay, I better leave before somebody gets stepped on. And before they might annoy you guys. Alright, that's all I gotta say for this episode, for this video. Gosh darn it. The gamer in me is trying to say done in this episode. It's not an episode, it's a vlog. What am I saying? I'm gonna leave now, guys. Bye! DT out!